Chapter 5. Never Break Promises. The three promises. A young man named Aditya was walking through a forest. He came across a well. Aditya was thirsty and wanted to drink some water. But he was shocked to see a tiger, a snake, and a man trapped inside the well, which was dry. All the three pleaded with Aditya to pull them up. Aditya was scared. What if the tiger eats me? What if the snake bites me? He said. But the tiger assured him that he would not harm Aditya if he rescued him. The snake hissed in agreement. Aditya threw a long rope inside the well to help the three to come out. The tiger came out first. Thank you for helping me, friend. If you are ever in this forest again, come and visit me at my home. I promise to repay you for your help, the tiger said. The snake was the next to come out. You are a brave young man. I promise that I will be there whenever you need my help. All you need to do is take my name, the snake said. Finally, it was the turn of the human. Thank you, good sir. I work as a goldsmith in the capital city. I promise to be your friend forever. Please visit me if you ever come to the city. Happy to have made new friends. Aditya resumed his journey. A few years later, he was passing by the same forest. Aditya remembered the tiger's promise. He made his way to the cave where the tiger lived. The tiger greeted him warmly. He gave him fresh fruits from the forest and water to drink. When Aditya was about to leave, the tiger gave him gold ornaments covered with precious gems. Here is a small gift, my friend. I hope you like it. Aditya was grateful for the gift, but he did not know what to do with the ornaments. Then he remembered his friend, the goldsmith. The goldsmith would be able to melt the ornaments and give Aditya gold coins. The goldsmith greeted Aditya warmly. He offered him cool lemonade and asked him about the journey. Aditya told him about his visit to the tiger and its gift. He asked the goldsmith to help him by melting the ornaments and giving him gold coins. The goldsmith was shocked when he saw the ornaments. The goldsmith had made them with his own hands for King's younger brother, the same younger brother who had gone missing in the forest a few months ago. The king had announced a reward for anyone who could provide information about the prince. But the goldsmith hid his shock. If I tell the king that this young man has killed the prince, he will definitely give me the reward, he thought. The goldsmith asked Aditya to rest for some time and made his way to the palace. The goldsmith said that he had found the man who had killed the king's younger brother. The king dispatched soldiers to the goldsmith's house to arrest Aditya. The king refused to hear Aditya's side of the story and threw him in jail. As Aditya sat sadly inside the jail cell, he remembered the snake's promise. He called out the snake's name. Moments later, the snake slithered into the jail. How are you, my friend? Asked the snake. And why are you inside the jail? Aditya told the snake the whole story. Don't worry, Aditya. I have a plan. The snake whispered the plan in Aditya's ears. The next day, news spread across the palace. that the queen had been bitten by a snake. The best doctors in the kingdom were called to treat her, but the queen remained unconscious. The king announced a reward for anyone who could treat the queen. Aditya told the soldiers outside his cell that he could save the queen. The king immediately sent for him. I need to enter the queen's room all alone. No one should be present in the room. Otherwise, the cure won't work. The king left strict instructions with the guards that no one except Aditya be allowed to enter the queen's room. The room was quiet. When Aditya entered, he whispered the snake's name once again. The snake smiled at Aditya and drew the poison out from the queen's body. Aditya thanked the snake before it disappeared. A few minutes later, the queen opened her eyes. The king was overjoyed. Young man, you may ask for any reward you want. Your Majesty, I do not want any wealth. I only ask that you listen to my story. I have not harmed your brother. I ask you to believe me. Aditya then narrated everything that had happened, including the 3 promises made by the tiger, the goldsmith, and the snake. The king cancelled Aditya's jail term. He sent for the goldsmith and punished him instead. He then gave Aditya a bag of gold for his honesty. Why do we make promises? A promise is asking another person to trust you. Do you think before you make a promise to someone? If you deliver on promise you did, you are building trust. If you break the promise, you are destroying trust. If you can't keep a promise, don't make it. Trust is essential for society to function. You trust others to obey the laws of the land. For instance, traffic rules. You trust others not to kill you, so do not wear armor. You trust your bank to not run away with your money, and the clerk trusts your bank to honor the bill you pay with your credit card. Life without trust would be unbearably difficult, since you have to put a lot of effort into safety measures of all sorts. The same is true for personal relationship. You trust your family to support you in time of need. You trust your friends to have your best interest in mind. You trust your spouse to be faithful. Without trust, what is left? Nothing. We would all be strangers. With every promise, you put your trustworthiness on the line. You explicitly state that someone should put his trust in you, and everyone involved agrees that if you break the promise, you can't expect their trust anymore. And in that case, you will be treated doubtfully and disappointingly. Do that a couple of times, and you will have a bad reputation. Someone who is not trustworthy is a drag on society. Those who have trusted you might have gotten into problems because they relied on you. People will be unwilling to give you the benefit of the doubt and will be unlikely to help you in any way. They will prefer to deal with people who are true to their word. Nobody likes being lied to, after all.